Hi, we meet again and time flies when you're having fun because we're now in episode 3 of our RX online classroom. And speaking of time flying, in this episode, I'll show you how to speed up time. It's Baron here from Wolfang Digital Video Production Studio.
Our visual storytelling team produce content on land, sea and air.
And I'm a Sony Key Opinion Leader.
I've enjoyed meeting many of you from all over the country in my Sony videography workshops, and now
I'm coming to you with a tutorial on how to film your kids' art sessions.
Kids love to draw. They love getting creative. Wouldn't it be great if we could film their drawing adventures and make great-looking videos to share?
It will be fun for you and your family to get into this video project together from the very beginning, as you get to help suggest what your kid is going to draw. How exciting! I've got something in mind.
Let your child draw something that the both of you like. Give them some inspiration. Show them pictures to encourage them. Okay. Oh, I got it. Drawing cute animals always works. Or maybe not.
Okay lah, let them decide what they like to draw.
Find something that works for the both of you, that can be completed in one short session.
In previous episodes, we learned how to stretch time by slowing down the action using HFR or high frame rates. In this episode, we'll learn how to compress time and speed up the action.
If you're familiar with time-lapse photography, well, stay calm. We don't need to put together hundreds of still images associated with traditional time-lapse.
Instead, we'll be doing a simpler, more manageable and funner version. We'll speed up a single video clip, short and sweet.
Here are the tools you need for this art project: drawing paper, a regular-sized tripod, sticky tape, and your child's favorite art material.
By now, you know how I roll. It's camera settings time, but relax, Settings for this kind of shooting is short and sweet, just like the camera I'm using for this shoot.
The RX100 is ideal because of its compact and lightweight body. It also has full manual exposure controls. Its versatile zoom lens lets me compose my shots easily without getting in the way of the subject. We'll use some of the same settings from episode 2 and learn new ones. Switch on the RX100, select movie mode on the mode dial and choose manual exposure. Yes, we'll be taking it to the next level by using manual settings in this episode. Press the menu button and click on camera settings. Go to page 2. For file format, you're free to select XAVC-S HD or XAVC-S 4K. 4K footage uses more PC processing power and requires more hard disk storage space. In record settings, select 25p 50mm for HD resolution or 25p 100mm for 4K videos. Go to page 5 of camera settings and choose an ISO setting that's above 125 but below 1600. This gives you the brightest videos with the lowest grain or video noise. Now go over to white balance. Select C-Temp/filter. Select a number that gives your scene a neutral color temperature, as in neither too warm nor too cold. For videos, we don't want the camera to go autopilot on our white balance setting. Let's head over to custom setting by pressing the menu button. On the first page, click on Zebra, select 100+. Diagonal zebra lines will pop up to show you parts of your image that are overexposed. We don't want any overexposed shots in our videos. As we're shooting with manual exposure, press down on the control wheel to toggle between selecting shutter speed or aperture. Rotate the control wheel to change settings respectively. Try not to go below a shutter speed of 1/50, as this will produce unnatural motion blurs. Now, how do we know if our exposure is too bright? Take note of any zebra lines. This will indicate overexposed areas. Compensate with shutter, aperture and ISO to get the best exposure. You're ready to rock this. Let's head over to the set.
To make this video work, we'll have to pay attention to the details in setting up the scene. Firstly, and this is probably the most important tip, if your kid is drawing on paper or cardboard on a table, use the masking tape to secure the four corners of the paper. Just a little will do, but make sure to tape it down. The camera has to be set at over the shoulder angle, or what we call OTS.
Ask your child to practice drawing a few strokes to determine your angle. It's important that her shoulder and hands don't block the artwork too much. So set your camera accordingly. Use your zoom lens to help you decide how close you want to frame the shot.
There's one component in a camera that most of us tend to forget when going for an extended shooting session. What would that be? It's the juice.
Make sure your camera has a fully charged battery so you don't need to charge it halfway through.
Do you remember how we set the camera and tripod back in episode 2? What was the term we used to arrange the camera and tripod? If you were thinking locked down, that's exactly it.
Lock down the camera and tripod and make sure they're not moved for the duration of the session. Really get in there and have fun. Make use of the lightweight and compact RX100 to get creative with camera angles. Shoot some B-rolls. If possible, get an opening shot like this.
I'll be using markers and only 6 colors. And one of it is black. Can you guess what I'm going to draw?
Now remember, once we start this up, we don't stop until the artwork is complete. So settle any pressing issues before you begin. Erin, you got everything you need?
Yep.
Alright, let's get in there!
And shoot it!
As parents, one of your most decisive moments arrive to you in the form of your kid's artwork presentation to you. How will your reaction be? However this turns out to be, remember to be gentle and supportive and enjoy this perfect moment of family togetherness and cherish it.
Wow, those are really nice strokes, Erin. Did you get a closing shot? Consider shooting the closing sequence to complete your kid's artwork video. Something casual will do, something that looks like this.
I'm done with my drawing. It's a cookie panda. A panda who loves cookies.
Right then, it's off to the editing suite. Today's editing tutorial is much shorter than usual because I've covered many of the editing basics in the previous 2 episodes.
Like before, we'll be using PowerDirector, the mobile video editing app that's free to download and available for iOS and Android devices. I'll touch the plus icon to import our artwork video. As I play back the clip, we can see I'll need to speed it up by a lot to compress time and see something interesting happen. But first, let's trim the front so that right away we see her ink the pencil lines. I use the split tool to slice and discard the unused portion. Now we can see Erin drawing with markers. So let's speed things up. I select the clip and use the speed tool. We'll drag the speed slider up to the max. I feel that's not quite fast enough, so I'll produce this clip and bring it back in to apply a second round of speed up effect. I'll discard the clip on the timeline and import the most recently produced clip. This has a single shot of 8 times speed up. Let's add another 4 times for a total of 12 times speed up. This looks and feels much better. From a few minutes to just a few seconds, see how the artwork reveals itself right in front of your eyes? Now I'll import a few more clips and add a fade transition, which we learned in episode 2, Stuffinda Muffin. See how it shows a gentle shift in time, and now time is sped up, with the drawing taking shape in seconds. I'd like to add a bonus tip for you mobile video editors out there. This is how you color correct your shots and make them more vibrant. Select the adjustment tool. We can brighten up the shot with the brightness tool and shifting the slider up. After you've brightened up a shot, it's best to add contrast to it. As for hue adds some pretty radical and interesting looks to your clip. Go ahead and try it out for yourself. Temperature is basically white balance and works on your scene's color temperature. I use this quite often to complement my camera's white balance setting. Rather than a feature on its own, tint works well to enhance temperature. Let's produce this and you can check out my completed video, You Make Me Happy.
Come watch me draw! It's a cookie panda!
Maybe you could use this class as an opportunity to discover your child's hidden artistic talents now that you've learned how to film, edit, and share their masterpiece. It's Baron here, and I hope you've enjoyed this online class. Sony and I continue to craft fun and easy to follow video classes for you and your family to take part in. If you've got any questions, put them in the comments below. Stay home, stay safe and healthy. I'll see you in the next episode.
Sony.